Everyone wants to know what John Tavares is going to sign for if he stays in Toronto. And I will say again, I'm confident John Tavares will be a Toronto Maple Leaf. It's just how much and how long. And I think Matt Duchene's contract announced today, 4-year extension, $4.5 million per, is a perfect comparable for John Tavares. There's a few differences, right? Like John Tavares has been naturally a center. He's played center consistently. Yeah, sure, he's been shifted on the wing for like matchup games or like certain like shifts after a penalty kill or whatever it may be. Matt Duchene's kind of shifted center wing. He's played a lot of wing as well. So the center value is there, especially in the open market. That's one factor. In terms of the things that are exactly the same, well, they're exactly the same age as of right now. They're both 34 years old as of today. I believe John Tavares is a 1990 baby, where Matt Duchene's a 91 baby. But I think it's like Duchene's birthday's in like January, where Tavares' birthday is later in the year. So they're only like a few months apart. But as of today, they're both 34 years old. So in terms of the term, I think when you look at it, John Tavares getting 4 or 5 years makes sense in terms of bringing the value down. And I will say, and I could bring it up easily, but it's just funny. I told people in my free agent video, and I could probably bring up the evidence, that 5x5 was going to be the number. I said it multiple times. I said it on the video. I've said it on streams, and people called me crazy. Like I'll pull up some of the comments as well, but why people can't understand that this is how this cap world works. The salary cap's going up. Of course, it's going to be a problem when they're 38, 39, but if you're a contending team, why worry about that right now? And that's kind of my perspective. So I'm going to go to my free agent predictions, my early ones. I'm just going to read some of these comments from people. Tavares is 35 this year. No way they give him 5 years. That's the top comment. Another one. Tavares, 5 years? Are you crazy? This guy's out to lunch. They won't sign Tavares for 5 years. Another one. Tavares is 35 years old. No way Toronto offers him $5 million per year. Anyways, I think you guys get the gist. You guys go look at my early 2025 NHL free agent predictions on the YouTube channel. It's crazy. I don't know why people can't understand this. So sure, it might not be 5 years. It might be 4 years, but I'll tell you this for free. If it's 4 years, it's at least $5 million. At least. I think it's higher than that. So my comparison, as I said, Tavares, Duchene, same age. Duchene's going to be turning 35 this season, just like Tavares is. And Dallas got the number down by putting it to 4 years. So I think Tavares' contract, if it's 3 years, it's going to be closer to $7 million. If it's 4 years, it's probably going to be between $5 and $6 million. If it's 5 years, I think it'll be probably close to that $5 million, 4.5 to $5 million mark that we just saw Duchene get. And that's what I predicted, and I got called crazy. So keep an eye on that, guys. That's my prediction. I think John Tavares is going to get in around 5x5. It might be a little less on the term, maybe a little less on the money value, but 4 years, 5 years, in around there, and you got your money comparable. It might be a little higher. Like I said, don't be surprised because, as I said, Tavares is the natural center. He also scored 8 more goals than Duchene. I believe Tavares finished the season with 38 goals, Duchene with about 30. So that's another factor as well. But it's going to be very interesting because I do think with the market out there, the Leafs do have more leverage in my opinion because Tavares publicly wants to stay. Like he hasn't said it publicly that he will do anything to stay in Toronto, but he said publicly he wants to be back. He expects to be back. He's going to work it out with management. But I can just tell you guys that with his family here and everything in consideration for Tavares, the Leafs definitely have more leverage. And they could go, hey, you signed the Duchene contract or we're walking away. They could do that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Like I won't be surprised if they do that. But I will say this. They might have to just inch a little bit closer to that 5 number and maybe have to add another year. Because at the end of the day, as I said, I already said the value of the center. And also Tavares could not take the bait, or Tavares could be like, I'm calling your bluff. You guys want me because the open market doesn't have too many other centers, right? It's like Tavares, and then it drops off. So P.S. Suter would be a really good second or third line center, but you'd have to pay him a decent amount too. So all that's in consideration. I think the Duchene contract's a really good comparable to Tavares. So 4 to 5 years, around $5 million per year. I think that's what it's going to be.